Hi, I'm Anthony, the Chief of Staff at the Appliance Doctor, and today I have a special visitor. This is my grandson, Anthony Michael Atanasio. Say hello. Thank you for joining the second episode of the ApplianceDoctorTV.com. And today we're going to have a session where we sit down with the doctor, and we were lucky enough to have 2 questions sent in already from our first show, so we will answer them a little later, and then we will have a few other surprises, right, Aunt? But in the meantime, we're gonna oh, it's his birthday. It's his birthday, and we're gonna have close your ears. We're gonna have a surprise party. We're gonna have a surprise party Sunday for him. So that's what the Atanasios are doing right now, planning a party. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. Thanks. Hi, this segment of the show is On the Couch with the Doctor. The first question I have is from a Mr. Ferrara, and his question is from Yonkers, New York, by the way. And his question is, I have a GE side-by-side refrigerator, and every morning I find water on the floor. Well, that's a serious problem, because what happens with water accumulating on the floor, it goes under in the tiles, it ruins the floor. So what I would first do is pull the drawer out of the freezer section, and in the back there's a drain hole. See if there's ice back there covering it. If there is ice covering it, you have to chop it away and use a turkey baster and blow that drain out. That's something that a consumer can do, and that's something you can do before you call an appliance company. The second thing it could be is a defrosting system. And that situation you would have to call an appliance company, because what happens is that it's controlled by a time, and it seems like it's happening every day at the same time, or at least overnight. So you could call an appliance company and be able to take care of that problem. And for Mr. Ferrara, for that question, we will send him a $20 gas card. The second question this week is from a Mrs. Cohen on 57th Street. And her question is that my refrigerator is always freezing the water and some of the liquids. What can I do? Well, again, there's something you can do yourself that maybe could eliminate the problem, and you can lower the number by 1 number. So if you have it set for 5 right now, you could turn the refrigerator thermostat down to 4, let it run 24 hours, and see if the freezing goes away. If that doesn't work, set it another number down to number 3 and let it run for 24 hours and see if that helps. You could do it all the way down to 2. What happens, these thermostats get old and they don't react like they used to, but it still could work. But after number 2, if it's still freezing, then you would need to call an appliance company. And for Mrs. Cohen, thank you for sending in that question, and we will send you a $20 gas card also. For the next segment of the show, we are going to, where is Felix? Felix Gonzalez is one of our top techs in Manhattan, and we're going to show you a few segments of him now. Thank you.
Okay, we're here at East 79th Street. We're going to go upstairs to the decor stove. Lady has a problem with the boiler, and we're going to try to make her a happy customer. We're going to try to bring a lot of smiles to her, and that's what we try to achieve every day. Customer service, great customer service, and we're here to serve you. Appliance Doctor, we're going inside. Let's do it, everybody. We're at a decor stove right now. The customer's complaining. It says right here, she left us a little note. Okay? It says the boiler cuts off and cannot be used. That's what the customer said. So we're going to check to see why the boiler's not working. Could be a few things. Could be an igniter, could be a safety valve, could be the relay board. But we're going to probably check it right now, and we're going to do our thing. Alright, so first off, what we're going to do is we're going to take this door off. So, I'm going to sit here, a little Boy Scout, and we're going to diagnose the stove properly. Before, I'm going to look for, see if it's glowing, any signs of power going to the igniter. If not, then we're going to take the next step. We're going to take the igniter out, check for power, check for resistance on the igniter, and to make sure that we're getting power to the igniter, just to eliminate everything else. All right. All right. Cool. Now that we know we're getting power to the igniter, we know, for one, the board is working, obviously. The safety valve is working, and the relay board is working. A lot of times with igniters, if you don't get that, that glow or that resistance, then what happens is not going to feed the safety valve the power it needs to open up and send the gas through. That's called a delayed ignition, and when you get to that point, then it's time to change the igniter. So I'm going to take this apart and change the igniter, but we have to call the customer, give him an estimate of how much it is. I talked to the customer. He actually has another problem with another appliance, and we're going to go ahead and do that also for him. He has a Sub-Zero refrigerator, which we also do. Appliance Doctor, you see? That's what we do. We try to bring smiles to everybody's faces and satisfy you. So we found out the problem with the oven. We have the pieces, and I'm going to put them in. Okay, so we just finished making a repair. She needed an igniter. Also, I talked to the customer, gave him an estimate. Also found out that there was another problem. She had a problem with her clock, the ERC board, which we also had downstairs. We carried that in stock. And I went ahead and replaced that for her. So it's done. We just finished it. I'm going to put the door back in, and we're going to test it out. I'm going to go ahead and try the oven out. Put it on boil, high boil. Boil again. It's going to start up. It's going to come on, and we are just going to wait to see if the igniter comes on. So far, so good so far. So just waiting for the boiler to come on. And we are getting a glow, nice glow from the igniter. Okay, so the boiler's on, igniter's working fine, clock is good, so thumbs up for this appliance here. As we have another happy customer. The oven's done. Now we're going to go ahead to the refrigerator and see what the problem is. The problem that they have with the refrigerator is that it's leaking. Very lovely Sub-Zero, one of the best refrigerators out. We are going to check this. The problem is here that it's leaking. Don't know where. But first thing we're going to check is we're going to check the refrigerator. We're going to open up the refrigerator section and see. Okay. So I see there's a little leak here. Water leak. I do see water here. And I do see the drain here, which is full of water, as you can see, which tells me that the drain is clogged. So we have a drain clog issue here, and we're just going to go ahead and unclog it for her and make sure that it's being clogged, and you're going to possibly put in a drain here for her. So we have to call the customer for an estimate for that, and we do carry that part in stock. So it's not letting the water go down the drain, so I'm gonna go ahead and unclog it. I'm gonna have to unclog the whole line, blow it out and everything. Okay. Oh, the stove is fine. I just finished it. I put the igniter, I put the clock in, the ERC board. Everything's fine. Everything's working.
Well, this is Anthony, the Chief of Staff at the Appliance Doctor. I'd like to thank you for sharing and spending some time. Episode number 2, ApplianceDoctorTV.com. With each month, I like to leave you with a quote, and this month's quote is, "One day your life will flash before your eyes. Make sure it's worth watching." And with that, I'd like to say that if you have any questions, please send them in to drx313@aol.com. And if I choose your questions for the month, you'll get a $20 gas card. And thank you very much, and we'll see you next month.